Hi, this is Amy with LeadPulse Consulting and ProfitEdge.com, and this is how you can customize the fields on the Contact User tab. So right now I'm in Contact Manager, looking at contacts, and on the General tab, all the fields that you see here are the fields that you would see if you actually open up the Outlook contact. And you can't customize those fields, but in Contact Manager, there is a User tab, and all these fields on the User tab can be customized. So you can rename all the labels, and the field types can be a text field, a drop-down field, or a date field. So maybe you want to track what industry your contacts are in, or maybe what networking groups they're in. To change those labels and to edit the fields, just click on the Tools button in the toolbar, or click on the arrow next to Tools and select Profit Administrator. And in here, you're going to see a Contact Window tab. And just expand the User tab 1 section, and here are all the labels. So if I double click on the label, I can rename the label. So I'm going to call this Industry, and I'm actually going to change the field type to a drop-down field. And when I click OK, over on the right, I can now use the Add button, Edit, and Delete to add the drop-down list. So I'll just add a couple industries here. If I double click on Label 2, I can rename that label, and maybe I'll call that Networking Group. And just for example, I'll just leave it as a text field. You could always hide some of the labels if you want, just by opening up the label and unchecking Make this label visible. And that way you won't see these empty fields in that User tab 1. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this Profit Administrator. And now when we look at Contact Manager on the User tab 1, we're going to see a label called Industry and also a text field for Networking Group. Click Apply on the right to save. Also notice under the Networking Group field, those two labels are hidden. You can also rename the tab, and I'm going to go over to the right and rename Label 11 as well. So just click on the Tools button and go back to the Contact Window tab, and I'm going to double click on User tab 1 to rename that. And Label 11, I'll go ahead and open at that and call it Favorite Color. The information that you're tracking in these fields on the User tab are reportable. You cannot filter your contacts in Contact Manager by these fields, but you can run a report in Report Manager for your contacts and filter the report by these fields.